people. Thank you. God bless you. How lovely. Well, hello and welcome to Friday Night with Jonathan Ross. And wow, what an amazing election result that was, eh? It was, glad I had money on it. I've got to be honest, we have to be honest, this show is recorded on Wednesday this week. It's been recorded the night before the election. We don't know what happened, but to cover our bases, well done, Conservatives. Well done, Lib Dems. Well done... Actually, we don't need to bother with Labour. Who knows? Who knows? It's exciting. And we are happy together, aren't we? We all live in a big caravan out the back. Let's have a look. Shall we see who is on my recorded before but broadcast after the election green room? Why don't we? Here we go. My first guest is an entrepreneur, a lord, and was the government / ex-government's enterprise czar. Delete as appropriate. Bear with us. He is, of course, Lord Alan Sugar. The Lord is in my house. Like me, Lord Sugar comes from somewhat humble roots, do you not, sir?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. From near where you live.
East London way. Well, I heard a joke about a Cockney barrow boy the other day. I thought you might enjoy this.
Yeah.
How much does a Cockney charge for shampoo?
God.
£10. £10. That's a crowd pleaser right there.
Very good, very
I see
good.
you love that gag, don't you?
Yeah.
I tell you, it'll be... share that with the family when you get home. You didn't like the results of the election. Lord Alan Sugar, I'm thrilled he's back on the show, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of my favourite guests. He's a great guest. OK, next up, and I know this will excite a lot of people, he has a lot of fans here already this evening, he's a singer who shot to fame on American Idol. He's over here showing us exactly why he is Mr. Adam Lambert. That's a good-looking... a good-looking, well-coiffed young man.
It's a joke.
Wow. OK, calm down, we won't have time for him. I want to get me one of those hats. I don't know where you got it, but that's... I could hide a burger under it. Adam is taking the world of music by storm, although I should point out he actually came second on American Idol. That's right, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah,
he came second on American Idol.
Yeah.
The winner, of course, of American Idol that year was Simon Cowell, PLC, as always. But Mr. Adam Lambert's on the show. There he is. Thanks for joining us, Adam. Looking good. I'm liking the style. OK. And now I'm even more excited because the next guest on the show is a fabulous American actor. I think one of the best screen actors working in the business today. You'll know him from Donnie Darko. You'll know him, of course, from Brokeback Mountain. He is the fantastic Jake Gyllenhaal. How do you do, Jake? Here's Jake. Blimey, the volume. The volume. Jake is here because he's starring in a brand new movie just about to open, going to be a summer blockbuster movie, Prince of Persia. I've seen it. I loved it. It's great fun. It's based on a computer game, and there are quite a few of those coming out. I don't know if you know this, Jake. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, I can't wait for the epic, big-budget 3D Pong.
You would be great as Pac-Man.
I'd like to be Pac-Man. Jake Gyllenhaal, ladies and gentlemen. And before we get to that, let me just show you this, and I think you're going to enjoy this. I think you're very much going to enjoy this, because there is a new modesty product out on the market. And this is... I'm always excited when I see new products coming out. I don't have Lord Alan Sugar's kind of, like, sense of what's going to work. I never know when something's going to be a hit or there's a need for it or not, but I could see why they've come up with this. It's aimed at ladies whose genes are a little bit low-slung. You know, the genes at the back, they're showing a little bit more than they want. This kind of thing here, you know, when you see... That's the kind of thing we've all seen. But if you want to avoid the crack flash, which is, I believe, what it's called, then you might want to invest in one of these. This little thing here. You see this here? It's a little patch. You see that? It's the bactacular gluteal cleft patch. That's not, you see, there's a lady wearing it. I personally, that draws more attention to it, and it gives you the irresistible urge to run up and yank it off. He is a member of the House of Lords, so we should accord him some respect. Lord Alan Sugar! Lord Alan Sugar. Your Highness. Yeah, is that what you have to do now with the lordship?
No,
Are people treating you differently? Do you get a kind of different treatment? You get.
What we got at the moment is people still calling me Sir Alan. So until we get back on the TV again, and you hear some of the apprentices call me Lord
Alan?
Sugar. No, Lord Sugar.
Lord Sugar.
Actually,
So you don't say Lord Alan.
No, you don't say Lord Alan. No.
Sir Alan sounded great, didn't it?
It
Sir
did.
Alan.
Yeah. A lot of people still call me that. Yeah.
But Lord Alan, have you acclimatised...
That's not Lord Alan. No.
Lord Sugar.
Lord Sugar. But you know what? Just call me Alan.
But Lord Sugar, Lady Gaga, Lord Sugar. We can put you together, get you a hat, don't you think? But I can still call you Alan, is that okay?
Absolutely.
Fabulous,
yes,
thank you,
yes,
Sir Alan. Now,
yeah.
I don't know much about the House of Lords. What does the job involve there for you? I know it's a very high-profile thing, but is there pay involved?
No.
Are there any perks? Is there a canteen, a communal shower, a bar? Is there a lap dancing club attached for the ladies, the House of Ladies?
No. It is a fantastic institution, and some people that are not, come from up the country somewhere, that represent ordinary people that are members of the House of Lords. I consider myself an ordinary person, because I came from wherever I came from.
Is it the Baron of Clapton you
Well,
are?
what happens is that actually I'm known as a Baron of, so it's Baron Sugar, actually. But the point is that, most of the Lords, for example, if there was a Lord Smith, one of the reasons that they have to have their town or their village where they came from is because there could be, of course, 3 or 4 Lord Smiths. So you need to differentiate between them. So you could be Lord Smith of Cardiff or Lord Smith of Liverpool, whatever. So I was Lord Sugar, but I was told by the fellow that does all the lording stuff that there hasn't been a Lord Sugar ever before, so I didn't need to have a title. But I wanted to be Lord Sugar of Clapton because that's where I was born.
Well, when they come for me, I would like to be Lord Ross, if you have a word. Lord Ross of
Walthamstow.
Leytonstone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Have they mentioned? Is it happening? Is it on the card? or did I blow that? Or did I blow that as well?
No.
Okay. So look, the election. We've already said. This show's been recorded on Wednesday because obviously this place is going to be filled. All the studios are taken. It's all going to be election fever here, and we're going out oddly the night after the election. Can I ask you, Prime Minister, whether you see you like the sound of that?
No.
You liked it when I first said it. You did.
No. This is not for me. I haven't got. First of all, I haven't got the patience. Secondly, I would definitely whack Paxman. If he. There's no question of that.
That might be a popular platform to stand on right now.
No, he's a nice enough fella, but
smart.
he would just wind me up and I would whack him, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is the way you would go about it.
This
is not for me.
Okay. And you know what? I know you know yourself and you know what you want to do, and that's part of what's made you such a success. The Apprentice is back, kind of. It's not back, the full Apprentice isn't back just yet. This is a new Apprentice we have. Now, before we talk about this thing, this has been delayed because of the election, is that right? That seems weird. What was the story there? What's going on there? I can see you like talking about this.
No, this is really like, it just winds me up talking about this. Look, there's some bloke, when it was announced that I was going to go into the House of Lords and become a government advisor, not a minister or anything to do with that, there's some fellow from the Conservative Party, Jeremy Hunt.
Well played, sir. Well pronounced.
Yeah, from what I know, he comes from a long line of Hunts, I think. He complained about the fact that I was on television in The Apprentice and correlated that together with me being a government advisor and said it shouldn't happen. So he kicked up a big fuss. So I've not been allowed to be on television while an election's been going on. Not that The Apprentice has got anything political in it. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm telling people not to buy too many bloody chickens. I mean, it's got nothing to do with
for a task.
Vote for this one and vote for that. Anyway, we're back on now.
But it's a different show. It's called Junior Apprentice. It starts next week on Wednesday night, 9 o'clock, I think.
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
that right?
Yeah,
Here on BBC One.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I've seen just a few minutes of it. Wow, already it's blown me away. What a bunch of characters. And it's amazing to think that these guys, they're all around 16. That's the same age you were when you started your business.
Yeah,
when you started
17,
business. So in a way, it works beautifully.
Yeah, fantastic. I tell you, it's going to inspire a load of people and a load of youngsters, and you know, because the young people these days get a bad name, you know, and this lot are going to bring confidence back into what's possible in the country, and they're not all from good families and things like that. These are right from abroad. Absolutely, yeah.
Did you have a sign on the door, no jeans, trainers, hoodies, when they came in? Is that, because they're all very smartly turned out, I know.
Well, I mean, we wanted them dressed reasonably smart, yeah.
Are you as tough on the kids? I mean, I'm assuming you're not quite as tough, but do you do the you're fired thing with the kids as well?
You see, this was the challenge. Now, for many, many years, I've been doing Q&As at school and all that stuff.
I know you do. You talk to kids a lot, yeah.
So I talk to kids a lot. Yeah. So if I say to myself, I know how to deal with them, if you understand what I mean. So there's a kind of an element of understanding, not being too tough, but also a firmness, if you can understand what I mean. And I think I pulled it off, really. So,
well, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I had an idea that maybe you could come up with some new catchphrases. How about booyah, beat it? You know, down street, you know what I mean? Now, listen, we've had Alan on a few times over the years, and there was a period when you weren't as in good shape as you are now, and I just thought, this is a guy getting older, you know, we all lose a bit as we get older, but it's because you had a hip thing going on, didn't you? You had some sort of...
Groin, yeah.
Yeah, and you couldn't keep yourself in shape as much, and then, as soon as you got well enough to... You were back on the exercise trail. You're a cyclist, aren't you?
Yeah.
And I was amazed. Now, there's a... Believe it... Well, there you go. That's the picture right there. Yeah. Looking great in the Lycra there. Do you get sponsorship from Garmin, or that was just someone else's suit? That's the sat-nav people, isn't it?
Funny enough, Garmin gave me that, yeah.
OK.
I
bet they couldn't believe you took it. So, Alan, Lord Alan, your Lordship, Your Highness.
Yeah.
How far do you cycle?
60 miles, so...
In one day, not in a week? In one day?
In about 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours.
30 there, 30 back.
Yeah,
But when you finish, when you get there, you must think, oh, I've got to do it all again now. That must be hard work. Do you go uphill on the way out and downhill on the way back? That's what I would do.
Yeah, you do find roads like that. Yeah. Yes, occasionally, yeah.
I don't know. I've not been so far.
Anyway, look, you're finished in July, aren't you?
Thanks for that.
So,
he's going to offer me a job. Hang on.
No.
Yes, Lord, I can sell things.
I'm going to give you... I've got a bike. I'm going to give you a bike, and you can come out with me. And Adrian Charles is also coming out. So...
Three slightly bitter men and the BBC.
And you can get rid of that. You can get rid of that.
What do you mean all that? What do you mean all that?
You'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of that.
This is tone, my friend.
Yeah, all right.
This is tone.
Anyway, I'll get you a bike and we'll go out for rides.
Well, I'll hold you to that.
No, definitely. Done.
Can I ask you a favour, though?
Yeah.
Can you not get me the Garmin suit? Can I
I've got a better one for you.
Oh, God, I dread it. Hey, before you go, we've had you on many times. You're always a great guest. But we have a little thing here. You know, are you familiar? I know you've seen it. There's that thing on the internet, the kind of thing called a cassette boy.
Yeah,
and he cuts together lots of stuff, and he's made his own thing. Well, we thought we'd do our own tribute. We took some excerpts of you on the show here.
Go on, then.
And we thought we'd find out what you were really talking about.
OK.
So this is our tribute to Cassette Boy. This is from the many appearances that Lord Alan Sugar, back when he was just plain old Sir, has made on the show. I hope you enjoy this. What's in the future for Amstrad?
It's a question a lot of people have asked me, Jonathan. There's one particular group of us, they'll make a range of Ricky Gervais animatronic robots and all that type of stuff. Marmalade, high-definition tennis outfit, young kids, blah, 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 blah. I enjoy all this, putting on the dark glasses and running out of restaurants.
There you go.
Very good.
Not a word of truth, that's we've constructed that. Lovely to have you on the show. I'll miss doing this with you right here. Lord Alan Sugar, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to Friday Night with me, Jonathan Ross.
Welcome to Alan Carr, China!
We get my next guest out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes, you're keen, I can tell. He's taken America by storm. Will you please welcome the sensational Adam Lambert? Come, please, sit, make yourself at home. Yes. Wow! Come, children. Calm yourselves. Calm yourselves, or your crisps will be taken away. That's a great look. Doesn't Adam have a great look? You look like a kind of... you look like a sort of funky funeral director.
Oh, thank you. You look like a dead politician.
Well,
so...
thank you very much indeed. Now, listen. Hey, Adam.
Hey.
This is quite some look going on
Thank you.
here. This is a distinct and individual appearance you have.
Thank
You style yourself, you have other people do this for you. Well, what goes into making Adam Lambert look spectacular before he walks out the door in the morning?
Well, I have a lot of people...
Cryogenics?
No, that's you.
Oh.
No, I have a lot of people to help me.
So you have a team?
Yeah. It's all teamwork. They put my options out in front of me, and then I dictate with a big smile on my face.
They like clothes out there, or they what do they do?
Yeah,
They
on a
lay
rack,
outfits?
on a rolling
okay,
rack.
Okay. And then the hair and the makeup, is that some days is it up, some days is it down? What goes on?
Yeah,
with that?
variety is good.
What do you prefer?
Lately up.
Lately up.
Yeah.
Adam, so let's get the Adam Lambert story out of the way, because we have a lot of people in here who know who you are, who love who you are, who are fans of you. You didn't win American Idol.
No.
You've done fantastically well, but you didn't win. You came second, I believe. Now, how does that work? How does it that the person who comes second does as well as you? And how did you feel when you didn't win?
Well, I mean, I auditioned for the show for the opportunities. I wanted to take my career to the next level. I wanted to make a little more money. I wanted to make an album.
You were already working in show business, weren't you?
I was, yeah. I was in a musical called Wicked for 4 years, on and off, in Los Angeles and a national tour.
Now, what part did you play in that?
I was the understudy.
Okay.
So that was another reason why I was like, you know what? I need to take it to the next level.
But it's quite a romantic story, the idea of you backstage thinking, I could do it, I want to be out there in the front, and then you get the chance there. So the American Idol show and the ones we have over here, they're pretty good in that way. They do give people a chance to step into the limelight.
Yeah, it's a great platform. I mean, 30 million people plus watch that show nightly. So just to be in front of all those people showing them what I could do was amazing.
But your image and the way you carry yourself, and your sexuality as well, your openness about that, it's not the kind of natural fit with American Idol. I mean, you kind of broke the mold a little bit.
Yeah, and I was actually worried about that when I auditioned. I thought, oh, I'm not really what they usually go for. I don't know if it's going to work out, but it did. Thank God I auditioned.
Well, it's great for you, and also it's great for the show as well, isn't it? It shows that it's not just a kind of vanilla, straightforward, very mainstream pop show. There's room for different kinds of acting.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah, definitely. I mean, at first I remember Simon was saying to me during my audition, he was like, well, you're very theatrical. And he's always kind of said that as like a negative statement. And I thought to myself, well, that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm theatrical, I'm proud of it. I mean, I think that there's a lot of room for that in pop music.
What's it like to be on the receiving end of Simon's wicked tongue?
Wow. Lovely. No, I think I respect his honesty. I mean, I like that. I like when someone's up front. And doing theater for years, you're used to having a director give you notes, and it's very similar. And
so
I didn't take it personally.
You had the thick enough skin to deal with it.
Yeah, it's an opinion. It's subjective,
Yeah. He gave you, I believe, though, a standing ovation after one performance.
Yeah.
Well, that's not something you get every day.
Yeah, that was really sweet of him, and I'm glad he liked the song.
Yeah. Which song did you choose?
That was Mad World by Tears for Fears.
Okay, yeah, you did a very... I've YouTubed you, and I saw the version of that, and it's a lovely version. It's a great song, and of course yours was more like the one from Donnie Darko, of course.
Yeah.
We have J. Kidd.
I know, right?
Are
Small
you a fan
world.
of Donnie
It's all
Darko?
connected. Yeah, I loved the movie.
It's a great film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now, please don't take this the wrong way, but you're wearing a little bit of makeup.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
You put this on yourself, or you have...
Today I had a great professional do it for me.
You?
Yeah.
When you're going out in the morning, if you're popping out to get a pint of milk or something, do you put a bit of pan stick on? Do you have a little bit of touche éclat? Do you like a little bit of guy liner?
You know your products, sir.
God, well, this don't come cheap.
No, I mean, if I'm just doing like regular everyday activities and I know I'm not going to be on camera, I just put a baseball cap on and some Ugg boots.
So you're not. What age did you realise that you wanted to be in show business? What age did you realise that? And at what time did you think, okay, I want to be more of a flamboyant performer? When did that all kind of come together for you?
I think I've always been kind of flamboyant from childhood. Every day was Halloween. I always had a costume box out. I was always putting capes on and playing with makeup in the mirror. It's kind of just always been that way.
Okay.
And my parents put me in a theater group when I was about 10 years old to kind of channel some of that excess energy. And I just kept at it in high school. It was great for me because I was different and I felt a little strange and I was a little chunky gay boy in the closet. And
chunky?
Chunky. I was about 245 pounds.
Wow, now hold it in English, because we don't do the pounds.
Yeah, with
so much.
stones or something?
210 is 15 stone, so that you were about, what, 17 or 18 stone?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What kind of stuff were you eating? You were really...
Lots of fast food, lots of burgers and stuff.
So you basically cut the junk food out?
Yeah.
Worked out, that kind of stuff as well?
Yeah, just, changed my habits and also, finally kind of embraced who I was, you know, with my
So it's
sexuality
because
and all that, and
so
I felt
was
better.
this because you were not unhappy, but you were uncomfortable coming out at that stage? Is that what it was, maybe?
Well, you know, I went to a high school. I didn't know anybody else gay. I did have really liberal parents that were really cool, but it was hard.
Did they know? Because sometimes parents, I think, do know in advance before
The
anyone tells them.
minute we talked about it at age 18, my mom was like, "Well, I figured."
Yeah.
You know, trying on my lipstick when we were like 10 years old. You know, it's not a big mystery.
Yeah,
but yeah, they were really cool, and I think just being able to express myself openly and honestly.
Must have been a real burden lifted. Must have been a real weight
Yeah,
off your
weight
shoulders.
lifted. Yeah, totally. So that helped me with my self-image and all that.
Yeah.
And then I started just pouring on the glitter, and you know, the rest is history.
Yeah. Pour it on. More glitter. Now, recently on TV, you were doing a performance at, I think it was an award ceremony, and you kissed a guy on stage. It was part of your routine.
I did.
This isn't your partner. This is just a.
No, he's a straight bass player in my band.
He just got lucky that night.
Yeah, I got lucky. I mean, he's real cute.
And now. That caused a bit of a stir, I believe, didn't it?
It did. Not with him, funny enough. He thought it was hilarious.
He loved it.
Yeah, some members of the American audience that watched the show felt that it was, you know, distasteful because they think that gay is wrong. And so I got a lot of flack for it. The network got a lot of flack for it. The network pulled me off of Good Morning America the next morning. I was supposed to perform the same song. I wasn't planning on, you know, gyrating the same way.
Yeah, you weren't going to do the same thing necessarily.
No, I mean, and actually what's funny about this is that the whole thing was kind of spur of the moment. The things that people objected to.
But you know what's weird is, you know, there's a real kind of double standard still, because that's not acceptable, apparently. This is, when you look at, that's fine. You know, because that's kind of, that's been absorbed in the culture, and now they're saying, and that was 6 years ago. But still, if it's a guy kissing a guy, they have a problem.
It makes people a little uncomfortable. So I felt that it was really important not to make any apologies, because I didn't feel like I did anything wrong, and so I stood my ground. I said, look, you know, there were people saying, oh, but our children, you know, and I thought, I'm not a babysitter.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a singer, you know, and it was 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's part of the real world. That's the real thing that's going on there.
It's just a kiss.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I intend to. I'm going to kiss Lord Sugar at the end. Just.
Oh, good. Yeah. Love it.
Okay.
That's hot.
Buckle up, fuzzface. I'm coming for you. There's plenty for both of you, Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
I don't know where that's been.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we showed a little clip of you on American Idol, and you know, it was what a remarkable period there must have been for you, because you get to the final of that show, you come second, you have a success afterwards, your album comes out, and you've done fantastically well with that.
Yeah.
I know in the States. And then you get asked back as a mentor as well. You get to go back, that's got to be the quickest turnaround of anyone leaving the show and coming back in to help others.
Yeah, it was a huge honor. I was kind of blown away by that. And, you know, I think it was great for the contestants because I know where they were less than a year ago. You know, I was in their shoes. So I think it was an interesting way to do things. And I had fun, like, working with them. They all have great voices. They're all really sweet. And I had a good time with it.
Well, you know, it's really nice to see you kind of going back and helping them out in the same position you were before that. You've got the album out, you've got the single out. The single is called, is it For Your Entertainment?
Yeah, that's the single here, yeah.
This is the title track of the album. I've had the album on. I like the album. Don't take this on way. It has a slight retro feel to me, you know?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of influence from 80s, 70s, glam rock, you know. That's something that's inspired me.
Ladies and Mr. Adam Lambert.
Thank you, Adam. Great. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Adam Lambert, ladies and gentlemen.
Ask for him by name. Listen, give me some Adam.
Tug it out.
Adam Lambert. Thank you, Adam.
Guys.
Shall we get my next guest out, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yeah, we get him out. He's just been explaining the plot of Brokeback Mountain to Lord Alan. He thought it was a Western, like Shane. Yeah. Will you please welcome the fabulous Jake Gyllenhaal? Hello. How great to see you again. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So, Jake, great to see you back. Welcome back to the United Kingdom.
Thanks for
You've been spending
me.
a bit of time over here. I know you shot a lot of Prince of Persia over here and parts of Africa as well.
Yes, we did.
What do you do when you're over here? Do you get a time to relax, a chance to catch up with friends, or is it pretty much a promotional, non-stop tour?
I came here 3 days early to prepare for your show.
Nice,
Yeah.
thank you.
I've been here for 3 days, and I've been trying to acclimate myself, but I haven't really been able to do a good job.
Do you have friends here? Do you hang out with friends? Do you have many people you know?
Nope.
No.
Well, I came here because I thought I had a lot of friends here, and because we filmed a movie here, and I thought wrong. But it's okay.
But I hear you don't have many friends in America either. I hear this is...
Nope.
So what do you do? What did you do with your time in these 3 days? What do you do?
You know, I went for a run in Hyde Park.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, and then This is so sad.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, you're quite pathetic. I thought you were like... Of course not. Well, you know what? You could call the boys. They've got cowboy hats and a tent in their back garden, always ready. They're ready to go, right there. Hey,
that would be amazing.
Jake's been on the show a few times. He always looks good, but you bulked up a lot since last I saw you. I know, I've seen the pictures as well of you getting ready for Prince of Persia.
Yes.
You piled on the pounds. You got in probably, I would have thought, the best shape of your life. Would I be right? Look at that. Have you seen that? Look at that. That looks like it's been airbrushed on.
Yeah, it does look like that, actually.
You've got next to no body fat there.
Yeah, I did. I got in shape. I got in pretty good shape. The hair, actually.
Did you grow that? Is that a wig?
I grew half of that.
Half of
that's grown.
So you had extensions put on?
Maybe.
You had to go and sit in a salon with a copy of Closer in front of you while they're gluing hair to your head, reading about Katona?
Yeah. No, but when I got the muscles was basically what I would do is you don't realize when you wash hair like that, how much you have to wash and how long it takes.
That was your workout regime?
Chiseled physique of the arms, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shampoo, conditioner, not 2-in-1. Shampoo and then conditioner.
Don't do 2-in-1.
It's a strict regimen. It's really tough.
You enjoy being in that shape though? Did you feel good? I bet you felt pretty good every day when you woke up being in that kind of shape.
I did. I felt great. It was very nice.
Are you still in that kind of shape? Do you want to take your shirt off now so we can judge you?
Would any of you be my friend if I took off?
That's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life. Begging for friendship. Showing your breasts for friendship.
I know, it's so sad. No, you'll just have to see the movie.
I've got a serious question to ask you about this. And here's something really interesting and unusual, at least I hope so. Prince of Persia, I'm sitting watching it thinking, OK, this is going to be a big summer movie. I guess it's great fun. He's a kind of a lovable thief. It's, you know, it's really good fun family film. But then I noticed that there's a kind of a parallel, if you look for it, with recent American foreign policy.
Really?
Well, yeah, you must have noticed that. You're politically aware. Is that... let me explain to you, see if you can see what I'm talking about. The bunch of people that Jake is part of, this Persian family, they go to invade a city and they're told this city has weapons. These people have weapons they're going to use against them. And they go in there and guess what? They didn't have no weapon. Okay, now... is it me being stupid, ladies and gentlemen, or do you see a parallel here with things that have gone on recently? But I think it's very brave for a big studio to make a big move like that with that kind of thing in. This was deliberate? This was something they wanted to talk about? They wanted to have a debate about?
Well, to be honest, I think when we made the movie, I think a lot of the discussion of, you know, whether there were weapons of mass destruction, things like that, had come to an end, and that was not as politically hot at the time. So I think maybe in past drafts of the script before we shot it, there was discussion of that, but there wasn't when we shot it, and I didn't feel actually politically current.
Yeah, well, it's not what it's about as such, but certainly, you know, it made me think. It made me think that's maybe... and I thought that was a brave thing to do and a clever thing to do as well.
Thank you very much. I'll take credit for it.
Tell us more about the story, because you're not really a prince, are you?
No, I'm an orphan from the streets.
He's just an orphan boy, ladies and gentlemen. He's a little orphan boy.
Prince Destin is an orphan from the streets.
Orphan boy with no friends. Sound familiar? Running around the streets on his own, stealing apples.
He's stealing apples, and one of the young boys, he helps him out of a difficult situation. The king sees him get out of this situation, and so he takes him into his palace.
He adopts him.
Yes.
He's like Madonna or Angelina Jolie.
Or
he sees
Sandra
a little
Bullock.
Kid,
Yeah.
He goes, "Come here."
Yes, exactly.
Sit on my camel.
And he sits on his camel, and he
That's not a euphemism, by the way. He's riding the camel.
literally sits, and he whips him, and he goes into the palace.
Yeah. And he becomes the third prince.
And he becomes the third prince, and then he grows up, and he's a great warrior, and one thing leads to another, and he gets his hands on this dagger, and he doesn't know what it does, but it turns back time.
Turns back time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Already it's exciting. Hey, I would be annoyed if I'd have been the other brothers in this story, because not only because they're the proper princes and you're just this wannabe prince, but also you're much better looking than them.
Wow.
You know it, Jake.
Oh, cut it out.
Jake, come on.
Cut it out, Jonathan. They're both wonderful, wonderful people.
I'm sure they are. They've got inner beauty, but you've got outer beauty, and let's face it, that's what counts. You picked them specially? You said, give me a couple of funny guys, funny-looking guys. That one there with the weak chin and the squiffy eyes.
Those are the ones I picked.
How dare you say that? Okay. That's a proper blockbuster. I want to see that on the big screen, like an IMAX screen.
Big screen.
Have you seen it on IMAX?
I haven't seen it on IMAX, but I can't wait.
Is it weird seeing yourself in a movie like that as opposed to the movies that up until now you've made, which have been, in a way, more like chamber pieces, you know, dramas about the people themselves, emotional stuff, you know, it's...
Yeah, well, these movies, a movie like this is something I loved when I was a kid. I imagine myself as a sort of 8-year-old boy, and if I told myself that I was going to be playing that part, I think it would blow my own mind.
What a great part to have.
It's such a cool part. It's in the spirit of Indiana Jones.
You and two ugly brothers running across the desert.
You're never going to... It's going to be horrible at the premiere of the movie.
They're fine, they're fine. Now,
How you doing, Jake? Yeah? Good?
Yeah.
Great. I'm ugly, huh? Great.
Well, you said it.
Jonathan, I brought you a present.
Uh-oh. What do you got me there?
I brought you Camel.
Wow.
And some friends.
Yeah, this is why you don't have any grown-up friends to play with. Oh, is this from the movie? These are the movie figures?
This is the Prince of Persia Legos.
Is this the Prince of Persia? Is that you?
That's Gemma.
Oh, no.
That's Gemma.
Wow, well, she must be thrilled with that. Wild horses. Me want food. Me sing for food. Me the Gruffalo. Okay. Oh, there's you. This is Jake. Look at this, Jake. Little Jake, look, there's.
Oh. There you go.
You're getting the pity vote there. And these are the ugly brothers.
Yes.
Some of the time you were filming in Morocco?
Yes.
Morocco, land of mystery.
Yes.
Jasmine scent fills the air at night.
Yes.
The Hubble bubble pipe.
Oh. Right.
Did you indulge in the traditional hospitality of the souk?
Yes.
The Moroccan black?
No.
What I'm talking about?
No.
Adam, we know you do, but Lord Sugar. You ever been one for the recreationals?
I'm going to take the fifth.
No, we only sell it by the gram. Well, Lord Alan. That's fifth. Cheapskate with your wig. Lord Alan, have you ever been offered? Because I can't imagine anyone would offer it to you. No disrespect, but you know what I mean. It's like, did everyone ever said, even in the '60s, say, "Oi, Al, never mind that dodgy computer you're selling. You want to try some of this gear? It's well hard." No, you never tried?
No, you offered me a Cohiba once. That's about all I can remember.
That's a regular, legitimate Cuban cigar, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You didn't. You had it, didn't you? You took it.
Well, we were in America when you offered it, so it was illegal for you to give it to me because it was a Cuban cigar. You know?
Let's move on.
What about you, Jonathan?
What about me?
Do you,
No, I've tried it once or twice. I don't like it. You know why?
Why?
Because I really like intercourse, and I don't like anything that makes me go to sleep before I finish the job. And my wife lays it out by the side of the bed every night, hoping it'll finish me off. I believe, and this is the nice thing, I believe that you are pretty handy around the house, and that you sometimes build furniture, you sometimes do kind of arts and crafty stuff.
Yeah, sometimes.
Have you built anything practical, anything useful? Have you anything nice?
I built a dining room table for my mother.
Well, that's a lovely thing. What a lovely thing, ladies and gentlemen. And this was a present. This was a special occasion.
It was just, you know, she needed a dining room table, so I made her a dining room table.
What kind of wood did you use?
All different salvaged wood.
Oh, so,
yeah,
so you didn't even buy the wood.
Wood.
And it's sturdy, or is there an accident waiting to happen in the house?
It's sturdy. It's sturdy.
You're pretty confident?
Yep.
Use nails? You buy the nails or find the nails?
Table on Viagra.
You use screws or nails?
Screws.
Glue.
What?
Glue?
Glue and screws, yes.
How big is this table?
It's about as big as this table right here, actually.
That's quite a small dining table.
No, this is a nice table. It's a nice size for a table.
It's a desk.
Maybe a little bigger. Maybe a little wider. It might be a little wider, yeah.
Chairs?
No, I didn't build the chairs.
You're a bad son.
I know. This is started off sad and it's ending sad.
You started off with their pity, now they're angry. Here's the other thing. Well, that's what I love you to do. I keep thinking about trying to do something like that, you know, like make a table, I want to do something useful with my hands. I'd like to blow glass. That's, once again, not a euphemism. Okay.
Yes.
You cook?
Yes, I do.
Did you know this? Jake Gyllenhaal is a bit of a dab hand in the kitchen, so I've been told. You fancy yourself as a cook? You can rustle up a meal pretty
Yeah, I
easily?
can rustle up a meal,
Yeah,
yeah.
you cook for yourself, you cook for others?
I cook for everybody, yeah.
OK, we have some stuff here. We're going to ask you to cook one now. Ladies and gentlemen, Jake's going to cook for us. Is that OK? Would you mind cooking for us?
Yeah, sure.
Lego collection over there. OK, now, you know what I thought? Rather than... I do a little bit of cooking. I'm not terribly good. We thought, rather than give you nice recipes, you know what we did was? I thought, this is the test of a chef. Let's see what you can make from the leftovers that we have in our office fridge.
Oh.
We brought the bag in. These are the stuff. This is legitimately what we've... Oh, man, there's a lot in there. This is stuff. You can feel free to choose in these. We've got some spaghetti hoops right there. 1 or 2 eggs.
Okay.
Noodles.
Okay.
A beer. Oh, that's... OK. Some milk.
Okay.
What's this? Pickled onions. Do you like a pickled onion? You eating a pickled... Have you ever eaten a pickled onion?
No.
You never eaten a pickled onion?
No.
Man, you haven't lived.
Please. All right, okay.
OK, now, you know, traditionally, you know what you have to do with your first onion?
What do you got to do?
Down in one. You ready? You man enough?
I'm
You
ready.
man-
I'm
Okay.
ready. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go. Bad dog. That was horrible, wasn't it?
That was horrible.
Oh, you know we're married now.
Wash that down with a little milk.
Okay, yeah, that
Oh.
Oh, what we got
That
here?
was horrible of you.
We got, it was horrible, I mean, I do, but we got, I'm assuming this is apple juice? I think someone was going to go and see the doctor that day. Yeah, it's piss, OK. It really is piss. Peanut butter. Who doesn't love peanut butter? All right, look, feel free. We've got some broccoli there. You want to... if you need a help, you know what? I don't want to show off, but if you want a hand with the recipe, and I know it's tough. All right,
Can you chop up some broccoli for me?
Well, you know, I have a device. We can find out if you... I know I'm showing off. I am lucky enough. I have an iPad.
Oh.
And... And one of the apps...
That'd be perfect.
One of the apps on my iPad is... No, one of the apps on the iPad is I can...
Yeah, this is perfect. What else we got in there?
Well, we've got mayonnaise.
Okay.
Some old blue cheese.
You know what? Let's do it English style, huh? Why don't we?
What's that? Butter.
Forget about
yeah,
oil.
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's do it the way they all do it here.
Should we put some lemon on it afterwards. But what are you going to cook? You know what?
Right.
Will, whatever we put in there is now going to be delicious.
Hold on.
I can feel my arteries hardening just looking at that.
We're not fully British yet. Hold on.
Hang on.
Wait.
I'm not sure whether you deserve that pickle onion if you're going to rubbish our cuisine.
Everybody loves a bit of Stilton.
Suddenly I'm cooking with Dick Van Dyke. Oh, we have a bit of Stilton. Right, what are we going to do with this?
Let's put some broccoli in
You
there.
can do that. This is going to be quite nice, cheesy
Let's put the iPad in
Well,
there.
at the number of Jesus.
I know what I'm... Okay, let's get this.
Oh, man.
We wrap it with some bacon. Put it right on there. There you go. Now, I would say... Yes. Oh, give me a... Let me add a little bit of my own. That's enough. We
It's
really have
never
plenty
enough.
to eat.
OK, who wants to be our volunteer? Oh, I think we're gonna leave it like this. You know what, though? I tell you what. Back when I used to drink, I'd have finished that off. You know when you come over, you
So
say,
true,
I'll put bacon in there, mayonnaise,
An iPad.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, will you join me in saying thank you to the fabulous Mr. Jake Gyllenhaal? And, of course, all of my other guests. The fabulous Lord Alan Sugar and, of course, the wonderful Adam Lambert, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to Friday Night with me, Jonathan Ross.
Welcome to Alan Carr, China!
Oh, Jesus. I'm talking about time, don't.
Oh, I've just been... Oh. Don't patronise me, Alicia.